Good afternoon, everyone. Today I'm going to be talking to you about our research article on focus groups. And I really found that my article really resonated with me personally, as it's very political in nature and it has a great bit to do with something that's actually very big here in Virginia, and I'll talk about that in a moment. But first, the introduction. So, this is an article written by Andrea Wenzel, and it's called Red State, Purple Town: Polarized Communities and Local Journalism in Rural and Small Town Kentucky. Now, what is that about? It's all about these small towns in Kentucky that, while you have some parts where you'll have a city that's going to be, of course, likely blue, or towns that are going to be more red. Well, in this case, you actually have these purple cities or towns or whatever they are, and it's small groups of people. And the author went in and wanted to understand how they were able to still communicate in such a small area. So I took a look into this, and it really is interesting. So first we have the research question, and it says it's the ability to understand the life of small town people interacting with others that have differences politically. They want to understand how each person is able to know so much about everyone else, because if you're from a small town, you know this, that everyone knows your business and everything like that. So they're going to know how you voted politically. You know, somebody's going to be on the porch somewhere and say, hey, did you vote here? And somebody's going to find out somehow. The justification for this topic is just understanding why people do this and what exactly a purple city or town is, and understanding the communication of these groups. The literature review, there was a really good quote, and it's done by Ball and Rokeach in 2001, and it says, centering on a case study of two interconnected areas of rural and small town Kentucky, she drew from a communication infrastructure theory. So it basically, the entire article is all about how communication infrastructure theory impacted these small purple towns. And once again, purple is going to be the mix of red and blue. So seeing an area that is almost split down the middle. Now we're moving on to the next section, and it takes the audience-centered qualitative approach in this article, and basically it's going to take a focus group. She got a good amount of people together, and about 10 or 12, split them down the middle, and wanted to understand the who and the what, and why exactly they voted for someone, why exactly they're going to tell about it, just understanding why this purple area is purple. So next, moving on, we have the conclusion stage, and I really liked what she said here, so I'm just going to read it off. It says, through a portrait of complexly purple region, this study has illustrated how a lack of trust can weaken links between storytelling networks, actors, and partisan mistrust not only extend to the media. What that is going to say is these people, they're able to connect. They may struggle at times, but there's also a bigger problem where you have the media coming in, and it's going to hurt both sides, and both groups of people are not going to benefit from the media's impact here. So just as one final takeaway, this article was unbelievable, and the only idea for future research would be to do this in other regions, like do it in California, where there's actually a lot of Republican areas, the more rural areas, but they're just stifled out. Or just finding, I was told a long time ago that Virginia is a very purple state, and if you looked at this election, there's a lot of red on the map. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much.